anyone? Today. Oh, so today too. So they're actively here. And like, truthfully, it's not really you so much that we're worried about. Just throw a pretty big damper on the wedding, right? This was delayed a year already, right? And like, I don't know how many of you know Charlotte that well, but she's a bit of a romanticist, right? So like, one of the guests got scalped by a mountain lion. That wouldn't, you know, jive with the perfect wedding, ranch wedding, thing. So anyway, just stay close, okay? Next thing, washrooms. They are located just north of the tent here, this beautiful little white trailer. Originally the idea was we would put them kind of off right in front there to block the ugly Volker Steven tent. But then someone clued in that blocking the tent with an outhouse was not really going to improve our aesthetic at all. So it's there. I think my dad wedged the door open with a crowbar. How did that end up going? It's open now. Anyway, so no worries there. I haven't actually been to too many weddings in my adult life, so I don't know how this all goes, but if we can keep that bathroom looking somewhere like Cowboy Stampede Tent Day 1 to 3, and not 7 to 10, I think that would be great. And wash your hands, it's still a pandemic, you filthy animal. Third thing, there is a toonie bar in the back. Okay, we had to create some sort of a mechanism to try to stem the amount of booze my cousin Caleb was going to try to drink. I don't know if it's going to work. I don't think it will, but we had to try. Wine, we have red and white wine. It will be coming around. They'll serve it. If you would like a bottle for the table, just say so, and they'll leave it for you. That's all I have to say about that. Smoking, please do so by the fire pit. There will be ashtrays made available. I think they're tin cans full of sand. I believe there's still a fire ban in effect, so just like be a little bit cautious about where you butt out and that sort of thing. Truthfully, if we're gonna start a fire here, it's not gonna be like someone ashing. It's gonna be this mess of electric wires behind us. We were setting them up the other day, and Neil's like, "Well, yeah, just put your hand on her. If she's hot, it's no good. But if she's cold, she's good." I'm like, "Okay, Neil, sounds good." So anyway, the lights all blow out and stuff. That's what happened. Transportation. The first bus to depart will be at 9:30 p.m. That'll go to the Ramada in High River. There will be an additional shuttle that will then take you to the Gentlemen's Club from there. When you walk in, you'll be asked to Stacy and proceed direct. Oh, this is the wrong script. Sorry, I got a bachelor party next weekend, so no. Baba, don't go to the Gentlemen's Club. If you miss your shuttle, we'll figure something out for you here at the ranch. I don't think it's supposed to rain tonight, but at the very least, my mom pressure washed out the back of the horse trailer so you can cuddle with my dad laying there. Please, no excuses to drink and drive, everyone. So if you don't, make it out on the shuttle, just stay. Cabin's off limits. Charlotte made some brutal joke the other day about what's going to happen there, and it's like, I'm your brother. Cell service. If for any reason you need cell service, like you need to check on your babysitter or your pets, or you gotta post a hot TikTok or something like that, Chain Lakes is your best bet. So just 3 minutes down the road. There's consistently cell service there. There's spotty cell reception in and around this area. Final thing is, Charlotte would like everyone to know that they're to take their horseshoes home with them for good luck. Okay. On the introduction. Okay, so I know I run a super hungry table fight. Just about bit my arm off earlier trying to get towards the food, but I'd just like to introduce our bridal party first. So led by our maid of honor, Danielle Talbot. So Charlotte and Danny have known each other since 3-year-old play school, and over the last few years, Heath and Charlotte have really enjoyed the many outdoor adventures and game nights with Danny and her husband, Kevin.
It is only fitting that they too are setting off to the UK later in August for Evans to do his MBA at Cambridge. Poor Evans, like they put it in the script, right? I didn't write that. They did you dirty there. I understand. Sorry. I would never have done that. Next, Brandy Rimmer. Like a monster truck rally. So Brandy is Charlotte's best friend from vet school. We credit Brandy with helping maintain Charlotte's sanity throughout their 4 years at the U of C. They were often referred to as the crazy horse girls in class. She's traveled down from west of Edmonton with her new son Brantley and husband Wyatt for the weekend. Although I'm sure many of you hold the same feelings toward Edmonton and the surrounding area as I do, we'll try not to hold that against them for the night. They've had it rough enough, they've had to watch the Oilers for the last decade or so. And finally, Jill, who my friends have affectionately given at least a dozen different nicknames to, but for my favorite is Rumpel-Jillston, or just Rumps for short. So if you just call her Rump, she'll respond to that. Now, Jilly, our little sister, has a tenacity that only comes with being the youngest sibling. Charlotte and Jillian spent many years riding horses together, and Jillian never let the 4 years between them prevent her from keeping up. We thank Jillian for gracing us with her presence here as she's returned from her numerous month stay down at Lake Koocanusa in the USA. Now, working from home has sure been a challenge, as you can imagine. You know, when the sun's just hitting the water just like that, sorry boss. Nevertheless, she's been instrumental in helping with the organization of the wedding from afar. Now introducing our groomsmen. Zach Warner. So Zach and Heath became fast friends after meeting in grade 6 in High River. A mutual love of hockey and golf brought them together. Charlotte, as well as Zach's girlfriend Jelaine, were both quickly getting used to the idea of getting in a quick 18 during the trips that the couples take together. Luckily, the two girls are understanding and share lots of the same interests. Zach recently returned from the UK after finishing his law degree. It took a while for him to stop using phrases such as, "Hello, governor," and "Oi, blimey." He still lets one slip from time to time. Now, despite their dads being identical twins, Scotty, the one with hair, exited the womb about twice as tall as he. But his real advantage comes from always being prepared with water and snacks no matter where they find themselves. Now, Scott lived with Heath and Charlotte for about 3 months while completing his residency in Lethbridge. It wasn't until he left that they realized the shower pressure and the height of the faucet was abnormally low. It must have looked like Buddy the Elf at the North Pole every time he showered. But he never complained once and was the best and only roommate they ever had. Now, Scotty completed residency and is now a family doctor who I had the privilege of playing a little bit of hockey with in medical school at Edmonton. And all I can say is I hope his hands have improved from those days for his patient's sake. Stu, the big tuna, as he usually introduces himself, is one of Heath's cousins on the platform. When he lacks in hair, it is
my
getting
choice.
He makes up for with a great singing voice and a heart of gold. Heath and Stu survived 2 years in Lister on the same floor together, both investing far more time and energy into dodgeball than their studies. Stu and his wife Dana live outside Okotoks with their twin girls Hannah and Carrie. Stu actually put on an impressive display of horsemanship yesterday after his horse got stung by a wasp. Guy hasn't been on a horse in 10 years, and he just figured it out. Reminded me and my dad of what ice cream cones we are. And finally, the order in which the tables will go to get their dinner. This is what you've all been waiting for. Actually, before I forget, before we all eat, Leslie DeClock will lead us through Johnny Appleseed. So if you know the words, please sing along. If not, just do what my dad does at concerts and just kind of bob and snap your fingers. And it'll all be over soon. There's an excellent story about that at a Keith Urban concert. That's for another day.
You need the mic. You need the mic. Where's your mic?
So just before we start, so where is Grandma Brown? So your table will go first. So there's some question about blood glucose and stuff like that. So like we're gonna get Grandma Brown's table to go first. We're gonna get Baba and Gita and Grandma and Peggy's or Grandpa and Peggy's table to go second. Then we're gonna get the head table to go third. And then it opens up to everyone. So if Grandma Brown's table wants to start serving themselves food, you guys are welcome to go now.
After Johnny Appleseed.
But after Johnny Appleseed. So everyone